You know that unsettling feeling? Maybe a little stumble, or just a moment where your balance feels off? It can really knock your confidence.
It absolutely can. And that feeling impacts independence too.
Right. But what if there were simple things, everyday walking habits, that could make you feel strong and steady again? No fancy gym membership needed.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at these really practical habits, the kind physical therapists recommend.
Okay.
And these aren't just, tiny adjustments. They're more like fundamental shifts in how your body moves naturally, designed to bring back that stability.
Ground you again, you said. I like that. So let's get into it. The first one, looking down when we walk. So many of us do it, thinking it'll stop us tripping.
Yeah, it feels instinctive, doesn't it?
Totally. But you're saying physical therapists warn against it? Why is that?
It's pretty interesting, actually. Your head is kind of like your body's steering wheel.
Yeah.
So when you're constantly looking straight down, your shoulders, your back, they tend to follow. Everything hunches forward.
Ah, right. Compensating.
Exactly, which makes you less stable overall. Plus, you miss seeing what's coming up, maybe a crack or a curb a few feet ahead.
So what's the fix? Just look up.
Pretty much. The simple change is to keep your gaze maybe 10, 15 feet ahead of you. It helps keep your whole body aligned, straight, and much more balanced. It recalibrates things.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about arms? I've noticed sometimes people walk with their arms quite stiff, sort of pinned to their sides.
Or they just hang there.
Yeah. Is that a big deal, or is arm swing just about looking, I don't know, relaxed?
Oh, it's a very big deal for balance. Your arms are natural stabilizers. Think about it, right leg forward, left arm swings. It's this rhythm.
A counterbalance?
Precisely. It's an innate motion. But sometimes, with age or maybe tension from worrying about falling, that natural swing can kind of fade away.
And that makes balancing harder. Seems ironic.
It really does, because you're losing that built-in stabilizing tool. The advice is just to soften your elbows, let your arms have a relaxed, gentle swing. It doesn't have to be huge.
Just letting that natural rhythm come back.
Exactly. Restore that innate stabilizer.
All right, so we've got gaze forward, arms swinging gently. Now, you mentioned something earlier that really caught my attention. We often think balance is all about strong legs.
Yeah, that's the common assumption.
But you're saying the core, stomach, lower back, hips, that's the real anchor.
Absolutely. Think of your core as the stable platform. If that platform, that foundation, is weak or not engaged, then everything built on it, like your legs moving, feels shaky.
Okay, so how do we strengthen that without, doing planks for hours?
Yeah, no need for that. The good news is tiny things work. We had this example, Mary, 82 years old. She felt much steadier within weeks just by doing simple things.
Like what?
Like standing near a chair for support and just lifting one foot maybe an inch off the ground, holding for a few seconds, or even just gently pulling your belly button towards your spine while you're brushing your teeth.
So just engaging those muscles in daily activities.
Yes. Building that sort of invisible strength. It makes your limbs react better when you do need them.
Okay, core engaged. What about the steps themselves? I remember taking really long strides. Used to feel natural, but maybe not so much now.
That's a really common observation. As we get older, or if balance is a concern, those long strides can actually throw your center of gravity off, reduce your control.
So shorter steps are better. Does that mean walking slower?
Not necessarily slower, but shorter and maybe a bit quicker. Smaller steps keep your feet more centered underneath your body. That's where you have maximum stability.
Ah, I see. So if you do trip slightly,
you can recover faster. Plus, it helps you lift your feet properly, avoiding that toe dragging that catches on uneven surfaces or rugs. It's really about control, not necessarily overall speed.
Makes sense. Control over speed. Now, sometimes falls happen not because of big obstacles, but tiny things, right? Like a shiny floor tile or a threshold between rooms.
Exactly. Or even just a shadow that tricks the eye. Our depth perception can change subtly. Our reaction time might be a fraction slower.
So how do we counter that?
Well, awareness is key. There was Alan, 78. He had this brilliant habit. When he walked into a new room, he'd quietly say the floor type out loud.
Like tile, carpet, wood.
Just like that. It sounds simple, maybe a bit odd, but it gave his brain that extra moment to register the surface and prepare for any change.
That's clever. Any other tips for awareness?
Another good one is just pausing for a second. When you move from a bright area to a darker one, like a sunny room into a dimmer hallway, let your eyes adjust before you take that next step.
Simple, but probably very effective.
Okay, last point. Using support, like a cane or a walker, Lots of people resist that, don't they? Feels like giving in, maybe.
There's definitely that perception sometimes, a feeling that it's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
But we really need to reframe that. Using support wisely is a tool that protects your independence, actually, gives you confidence.
So it's not weakness, it's smart strategy.
Exactly. It's about enabling movement, not limiting it. And using it correctly is important. Like a cane should usually be held on the side opposite the weaker leg.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. A physical therapist can make sure it's the right height and you're using it properly. Ultimately, it gives you the freedom to keep moving safely without fear. That's empowering.
Absolutely. So when you put all these habits together, looking ahead, swinging arms, engaging the core, smaller steps, being aware, using support smartly, they seem small individually.
They do, but combined, they create this really powerful shift in your safety, your balance, and just your overall confidence walking around.
It's like sending a message back to yourself, isn't it?
It really is. You're telling yourself, I am in control of how I move. I'm not done walking forward confidently. It's reclaiming that agency.
A powerful message indeed. So thinking about all this, maybe the question for you listening is, which one? Which of these simple walking habits feels like the first one you could start integrating, maybe even today?
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a second to like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me.